saw Saint versus Luke. Saint seems to be playing pretty good. They'll be going against Noskura off stream to decide who makes it to semis. But right now, Cinamon versus Nyxia, two mixed monsters pitted against each other. Right here.
Yeah, this is funnily enough, like, this is what I call a PNW Classic matchup, because in the local events we have Eno's and Millia players like that, right? So this is it's really interesting, right? Because a lot of the Millia players considered to be even, but a lot of the Eno players, I think, it is Millia favor, as she is able to utilize her mobility through like the extra movement options that she has to actually get out of a lot of the neutral control that you going for.
Yep.
So it's going to be up to, I think, Nyxia to really try to shut that down or try to like out-predict where they're going to be, and then looping that pressure again and again and again and again. But we will have to see what happens here. Yeah, there we go. Early IADJH to beat out that Chemical Love sets the story of the set so far. Down once again, and yeah, just mix City left and right, high and low. Where does she go? Nobody knows, but Nyxia knew that they could press her.
Yep. Knockdown.
Yes. Yeah, Cinamon just doing a really good job to just keep it calm, not doing anything crazy, just like hit you, try to maximize the damage into that knockdown, try to loop the pressure.
Getting another knockdown here. Cinamon trying to close out quickly. What an air throw from Nyxia, though! Insane call out. Good stuff.
Yeah, and also forcing Cinamon to use the burst here as well, while at that life deficit. But another great air throw!
Yeah, Nyxia really, really good with the air throws against Millia right now. Just like hard calling out these jumps, doing an incredible job of making sure that Cinamon cannot move around in the air for free, and representing actually a lot of these ACLs as well. Very, very good stuff, because typically that wouldn't be a very good option against a character as fast as Millia, but since her jump is so strong, Chemical Love is very, very useful in this matchup.
Oh, great JS air-to-air right there, and catching him with the 2S as well. Just constantly, like, stopping a lot of Nyxia's pressure. I think we saw Nyxia with those air throws and with some of those other, like the 2S, Abare that they were able to find.
Yes.
They were finding reward off of these, like, a little bit more aggressive options off of defense. And Cinamon quickly adapting and just being like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it really basic and blowing them up for it just like that.
Yep. You know, this has just been a very, very good display of gameplay from both players so far. I've never seen Millia get so consistently air throwed as I have in this set, and I think the counter hit on that last interaction with Nyxia, after watching some of the sets at Combo Breaker, they definitely, I believe that was a wake up super. It might have just been a misinput.
Oh yeah, that's totally cool.
Yeah, and it would make sense. It definitely wasn't a safe jump what they were getting pressured with. Nyxia right now actually backing up, trying to take the position back. And I was just gassing up Chemical Love as a good option in this matchup before, but Millia can jump so high and so consistently that it might not be as useful as I initially thought.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to be able to present it and be like, hey, can you check this? And then like resetting those layers right now. But yeah, you have to be able to reset with those instant blocks and wires out and gain control and get a side swap right here. But great 6P into the immediate JH mix. Oh, good overhead, yeah. Into a black beat reset right here for the super confirmed. Doesn't get that knee, but the explosion will break the wall.
Yeah, and that's good stuff here for Nyxia. Wants to tie this up. An immediate Psycho Crusher. Not sure if that was the intended dive kick, but either way, it is going to work out in their favor as they will not get punished and get the corner position. Double overhead. Clean stuff.
Yeah, good blocks on all that mix right there, recognizing the overheads at that spacing. But Nyxia recognize the damage they can get off of these confirms again and again. Perfect.
Oh, and yeah, that's going to be Nyxia getting on the board with a perfect to close that game out as well.
Yeah, like you saw, I think, Nyxia really be in control of that game right there. Just a lot of the... like we said with Cinamon previously, a lot of the options that they do are hard call-outs, or they're very like hard. They're decisions that are like committal. And Nyxia, I think, was just doing a very good job of like not only counterplaying onto those, but also like calling them out. Like, oh, you're gonna do this? Okay, well, I'm just gonna do the thing that I know it'll be a this option. And getting those right reads and getting that pressure again and again is what you need. Burst forced out for Cinamon, though, gets a great run under as they crouch low enough to get under that chemical up.
Oh, and RC. Oh, what a backdash shimmy right there. Not going to be able to kill with that. Needs one more hit. Well, they find. Okay. Yeah, a little bit risky, but Cinamon not going to be getting an awful punish there. Might get a wall break here, though. Just going to reset. YRC. Get off me. There's the throw. That time it's working.
Yeah, do the quick little short hop right there with your hover dash into to FD break it. Get that toss back in. Good to be constantly representing the options, forcing the Cinamon to always be on their toes, because right now they're always on their wings in the sky, mixing them up left and right. Good blobs. Oh, but the throw gets punished.
Throw whiff.
Yeah, nyxia has been very committal to these throw options actually throughout this entire set now, but like Cinamon just constantly spacing out of it and blowing them up right after getting air thrown a couple times. No, you don't get a toss anymore. You gotta deal this, but they're the whip and throws of their own. And nyxia almost got a chance to come back to Cinamon to be able to take their turn back and get that winger for the good wall break, and now it's a good mix up out of this close wall break situation.
Not quite gonna be able to go with this yet. But the cross up, jump, heavy slash, good stuff to Cinamon. But this set is still incredibly close.
Oh yeah,
Nyxia can turn this around in almost an instant. Just has to make sure that she doesn't get frustrated at this point. Here we go. Yeah, there's the Capel. So hard to see what side Cinamon was on, and then like the early GH after the air dash. Tough to deal with in a very tense situation such as this when you're potentially about to get eliminated. Fifth is a good placing either way, obviously.
But it's still getting knocked. It's still getting knocked out of that tournament. It's still on its first. Like I gotta make it. I gotta be the one to try to make the loser side comeback. All right, now Cinamon with the deepest hair car pickup ever.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
The hair car was a little silly. Going to be getting hit by the... Oh, that version of the disc mix up is so messed up. Going to get a cross up as well. The reset doesn't kill, but the meaty 2S going to check. Nyxia with one more chance here.
Yeah.
Let's turn it around now.
The immediate I-80 JH right there from Cinamon, trying to close that gap. Not allow Nyxia to get into situations like this where they have a little bit more control. 50k. Well, good double overhead.
Alright, good defense so far. The dive kick punish, good stuff. Oh, stops it a little short. She's trying to find an opening here, trying to make Cinamon goof up, but Cinnamon's playing pretty clean now. It's tough to do. The 2S getting checked by the jump. Oh, no confirm, unfortunate.
Alright, yeah, now going for the cross-up mix right there, and still finding it again and again. This last pickup should be all they need right here. That's Cinamon clutching it out.
Yeah, Cinamon takes it over Nyxia with the 3-1. Pretty good play, I'd say. I think Nyxia was doing good, just got a little bit too antsy on that on the wake up game near the end. Just got definitely like a little bit antsy, got punished a lot, got counter hit a lot late. Like both of those last ones were counter hits.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if like there was a potential super coming out, trying to 6P, maybe trying to go for an air throw, just something, trying to force their way out of the real Millia mix up, and that is just not going to fly here at this point in the bracket. So Nyxia will be out at a solid 5th place. Good stuff. Cinamon will move on to fight the winner of Saint and Noskra.
Yeah, I will say I do